Yeah, stick around. Hey 73 Sim crew, welcome back. My name is Matt Riggins and my channel is all about flight simulation. So if you are a pilot, a fellow simmer, or an aviation enthusiast, then consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so this is part 3 of the 3D printing of the 737 Glareshield map holder. My first attempt was a model I found on Thingiverse. And as you can see from my previous videos, this was an utter disaster. It had a bunch of funky lines and it just came apart. So that went in the trash. And in part 2, I went and created my own Glareshield in Tinkercad. And this is what happened with that one. Now, the file itself was fine. As you can see, it actually got to the point where it was able to print the base without a problem, as well as the upper walls. What happened was in the supports. I always print a raft. That's what this is. And the raft is a 2-3 millimeter piece that gets printed first, and I glue that around the outer edges to the print bed. What's happened is the raft is very, very slick. And so in order to print the top, it has to print these supports that go back and forth. And the supports are just not sticking to the raft. So that's what these are. These are all the supports. So off with that, goodbye with that, goodbye, hello. I could redesign the model so that there's a base of an actual print base. And then the supports would stick to that base and then allow it to print the top. Anything that's over 45 degrees needs supports, otherwise there's nothing for the print head to actually connect to. But then you've got the base of the Glareshield, then you've got a map holder base, and then you've got the top. And that's just not how it works, and I don't want to do that. So I have decided that I've got this 1/8 inch MDF wood, and I'm just going to go ahead and you know, trace it out like I did there and cut this out with a Dremel and make one out of 1/8 inch MDF and glue it together and then paint it. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I've set up the piece of wood outside. It is MDF, so I am going to be using my N95 respirator because for those that don't know, MDF is made with formaldehyde. It will give off toxins, so you want to wear a mask when you're cutting MDF. I'm going to use my Dremel just with a standard disc. I'm going to start on that piece there that I traced. That's just the bottom base, and I'm going to cut that out now. Okay, so like I said before, you have this piece here that's typically not here. But you know, given the issues I've had with this project, I think I'm just going to leave the base. You know, sometimes you just got to kiss things. You got to keep it simple, sir. So I'm just going low tech. Just put some glue on there, put some blue tape to hold it down for compression and to keep those pieces level, and I'll come back in a couple hours and check it out. Okay, so you can see I've got that back piece on there, and I put some primer in here. I'm going to go outside and paint it real quick. I have to paint the inside before I put the top on. Okay, so what I've done here is I've simply gone up 2 inches on each side and drawn a line across, and I'm just using the width of the ruler here, created line up there, and then I'm using the glue bottle to make the curves. now let's see if I can get those to go together. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that came out. I got a little bit of cleanup work to do there, but let me do that now, and we'll get this thing primered and painted. All right, and there it is. The Glareshield map holder is in place. I'm really happy how it came out, and I just didn't want to waste any more time with printing and ending up with another fail. So the next project I'm going to be working on is going to be the wet compass, which will go right up in there. And that's all going to be 3D printed. So stick around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates on all future videos. Thanks for watching 7-3 Sim Crew. I'm Captain Matt Riggins. Blue skies.